In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, we got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Let's give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Nix with it on first. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Third and a lone yard coming up. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
to the line and set. Here we go, first down. They'll throw again, Nix. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Dobbins can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it with Mixon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and he could find a completion just like that.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that could sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Going on fourth. Here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. Down the left sideline he goes. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. One after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Space on the right. He's got room. At the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans tie things up at 14.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. So read here, and this is Dobbins. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He finds Ingram working downfield here. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass not much better.
And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Looking quickly here.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Mixon gets it again on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Already.
On the ground again with Mixon. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Running for it, Mixon. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. 1st down from the 42. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Nick's now to throw. Finds Mims. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Nick's now on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix. To his big J.K. Dobbins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. We got the football brought, but not the 1st. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From 37 yards in the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
No to return this. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Here we go.
Strad to throw on 1st down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
18, what's that? Hey, uno more. Look the high.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
18, what's that? Why, Tony? Good eye!
So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Nixon's going to get this off his own read. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game up.
24-24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down. Denver.
Now Nix. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, His time is out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Motion a receiver left. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That was just thrown away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. 3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep into a crowd, and intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Texans are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought 1st half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose. Now they get it back just one snap later.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Running with Mixon out of the gun. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Escapes the pocket. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. 20, 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Here's another for him. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Broncos 24. Fairbairn with the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
We've set it down from 37. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds his fullback. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Coach Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's got 7 complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Dobbins gets it off the option. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Need hardly anything here, 2nd and inches. Holds on to it. He's hitting driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Bombers.
Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. Going right side, Mixon with it. He cuts back left. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Broncos 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Broncos first down. Gain of 15. First down, Denver.
Nix with it on 1st. Forced out to his right. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. It looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and
1. Now to throw. He finds his... He's blocked. That ball's free. And the Texans grab it.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
1st and 10, run to Mixon. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's going to be held up there for gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
keeping it with Mixon. He will have the Texans first down there, and the celebrations can begin now down on that sideline. So it's a win for the Texans. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Gronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get? Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the flip mode squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, flip mode is the squid on. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throwing my flow.